In this section, we will discuss how the Bank of England admitted it was wrong on its previous forecasts of unemployment, pay growth, and food prices. The Bank of England is the central bank of the United Kingdom, responsible for setting interest rates and maintaining monetary stability. The Bank of England also makes economic forecasts and projections based on various indicators and models. However, the Bank of England has not always been accurate in its predictions. In fact, it has made several mistakes in the past decade that have affected its credibility and reputation. One of the most notable errors was in 2014, when the Bank of England focused on unemployment and wages as signs of inflationary pressure. The Bank of England said it would not raise interest rates until unemployment fell to 7%, which it expected to take more than 2 years. However, employment grew much faster than expected and unemployment reached 7% only 8 months later. The Bank of England admitted it was wrong and said it had to look at other factors besides output and unemployment. Another mistake was in 2016, when the Bank of England warned that leaving the European Union would cause a severe recession and a sharp rise in inflation. The Bank of England predicted that GDP would fall by 4% and inflation would rise to 5.5% by 2020 if the UK voted to leave. However, the UK economy proved more resilient than expected and grew by 1.8% in 2016 and 1.7% in 2017. Inflation did rise above the target of 2%, but not as much as feared. The Bank of England's chief economist admitted that his profession was in crisis and had failed to foresee the Brexit impact. The most recent error was in 2021, when the Bank of England underestimated the persistence and magnitude of inflation. The Bank of England said inflation would peak at 4% by the end of the year and then fall back to 2% by 2023. However, inflation surged to 5.1% in November, the highest level since 1991, driven by higher energy prices and supply chain disruptions. The Bank of England also revised its growth forecast for 2021 from -9.5% to +7%, making it the biggest mistake in its forecasting history. The Bank of England acknowledged that inflation would last longer than it originally thought and hinted at raising interest rates sooner than expected. These mistakes show that the Bank of England has not been able to accurately assess the state of the economy and the risks of inflation. The Bank of England has faced criticism from businesses, politicians, and academics for its errors and inconsistencies. The Bank of England has also been accused of lacking diversity and inclusion in its staff and leadership, which may affect its ability to understand different perspectives and scenarios. The Bank of England has tried to improve its forecasting methods and communication strategies, as well as its diversity and inclusion policies. The Bank of England has also agreed to new targets and accountability measures for its performance and conduct. However, it remains to be seen whether these changes will restore confidence and trust in the Bank of England's role and judgment.